we already have the data of the image length. So now we are going to use this as image. So first we create the state of image. So we use state, and then we name the image as the state, and then we have to import the use state, and then at here we set the image as the edited result. Now we already have the image data, so we go down. After this div, we create another div, and we use the class of grid, and we have 3 columns, and then we set the image dot map, and then we have the image, and then we render with the div, and then inside the div we have the image tag, and we set the source as image, and then we save it. And of course we have to set the initial state as empty array, and then we save. Now we can see the image already load at here, but the height has some problem because they have different height. So we are going to set the height of the image. So we go down to the image. At the div, we set the class name is equal to height 64, and then we save it. Now we can see it still have some problem because we should also set the overflow hidden. Now you can see the width and height is okay, but some of the image is not in full size to cover the div, so we have to set inside the image. So we go to here and add the class name, and then we use object cover, and we also have to set the height of 64. Now we can see the height is okay now, but the width is not okay, so we have to go to the image, and then we set the width is full, so this is 100%. Now we can see the image take up all the areas inside the square, and now we can see there are a little bit problem of this. The background color is changed from gray to white. This is because at the index page we set the height is H screen, so this is limited by this size, so we save it. Now we can see all these area become gray in color, and now we are going to change this to NextJS image, because if you look at this, when you refresh, you take some time to load this image without any optimizations. So we are going to use the NextJS image to see how it is better than using image tag. So we back to the profile, and then instead of using this one, we are going to use image, and then the source is also the same, but this time we use layout is equal to fill, and object fit is equal to cover, and then we are going to import the image from next image, and then we save it. Now we can see the hostname unsplash.com is not configured under the image of next.config.js. So we copy the domain name and back to the next.config.js, and we paste the comma and paste the domain name and save it, and then we restart the server, and then we refresh the page. Now we can see the image can be loaded, but it becomes full size because we haven't added div to wrap the image. So we have to use the div with relative, and then with the height also 64, and then we put the image inside this div. So we put inside this and save it. Now we can see the image already rendered just like before, and if you refresh the page, you can see it load very fast instead of just loading it one by one, and this is because of the NextJS image optimization.